Stay tuned.
సాయిరాం. మరికొద్దిసేపట్లో ప్రశాంతి నిలయంలోని సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపం నుండి ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారాలను మీరు వింటారు. దయచేసి వేచి ఉండండి.
Sairam, dear listeners, live broadcast of the proceedings from the Sai Kulwant Hall at Prasanthi Nilayam will follow shortly. Please stay tuned.
సాయిరాం. మరికొద్దిసేపట్లో ప్రశాంతి నిలయంలోని సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపం నుండి ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారాలను మీరు వింటారు. దయచేసి వేచి ఉండండి.
ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ नमो भगवते ते नमः। नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः। या दरिषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः। शिवा शरव्याया तव तया नो रुद्रमृडया। या ते रुद्र शिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी। तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः। या इषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे। शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि पुंसीः पुरुषं जगत्। शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्चावदामसि। यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत्। अद्य वोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक्। अहीगुश्च सर्वान् जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः। असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः। ये क्षेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षुश्रिता। सहस्रशो वैशागुं हेड ईमहे। असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः। उदैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः। उदैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः। नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे। अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः। प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोराग्नियोर्ज्याम्। याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वपा। अवतत्य धनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु ते। निशीर्य शल्यानामुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव। विज्यं धनुक्कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत। अनेशन्नस्येषव आपुरस्य निषङ्गतिः। या ते हेतिर्मीडुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः। तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा। नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे। उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने। परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः। अतो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम्। नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। नमो हिरण्यवाहवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये। नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये। नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय त्विषीमते पथीनां पतये। नमो नमो बभ्लुषाय विव्याधिने नानां पतये। नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये। नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये। नमो नमो रुद्रायात भाविने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनां पतये नमो नमः उच्चये घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्नीनां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नभीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निर्व्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे स्तेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते सायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमः श्रिकावेभ्यो जिगागुंसर्भ्यो मुष्णता पतये नमो नमो श्रीमद्भ्यो नक्तं चरद्भ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नमः उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नमः इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वावेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठद्भ्यो दावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमः व्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणाभ्यस्त्रिगुंहतीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः शत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षभ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यश्वनेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मीडुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय चावस्वन्याय च नमः श्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च पगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्धियाय च नमः सोभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नमः शूराय चावबिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूधिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषु धीमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णे शवे च युधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पत्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च भट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वश्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईद्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्मियाय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय चारुणाय च नमः शङ्खाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्काराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमस्तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आधार्याय च दात्याय च नमः षष्प्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः इरण्याय च प्रपत्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः स्तल्भ्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुं सव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमोपगुरमाणाय च विघ्नते च नमः आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वक्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नमः आनिर्हतेभ्यो नमः आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां माभिर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत या ते रुद्रशिवा तनुर्शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजितया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयध्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिम् यथा नः श्रमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रोदनो मयस्कृति क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छं च योश्च मनुराय जे पिता तदस्याम तव रुद्रप्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितम् मानो वदीः पितरं मोत मातरं प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीरिषः मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो घोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वरीर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आराते गोघ्न उत पुरुषग्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मे ते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूह्यदा च नः शर्म यच्छद्विबर्हाः स्तुहि श्रुतं गर्तसदं युवानं मृगन्न भीममुपहत्नुमुग्रम् मृडा चरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवपन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तु परिद्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरगायोः अवस्थिरा भगवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमीढ्वस्तोकाय तनयाय मृडया मीढुष्टमशिवतमशिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्तिं वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहि विकिरीटविलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रदा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृते सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्याः तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन् महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठादिवगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्मिञ्जरानीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासक्कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान ये पथापतिरक्षय ऐलभृदायव्युदः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति शृगावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्राभितस्थिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोद्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु तेऽयं विश्वो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं भोजं भेददामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नव्यो अप्सुय ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वाभुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु एते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्यो मर्त्याय हन्तवे यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानभयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो महाविशान्तकः तेनान्येनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि तमुष्टु हि यस्विषुः सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यश्वामहे मनसाय रुद्रं नमो विद्देवमसुरन्धुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजोऽयं शिवाभिमर्शनः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जातवेदसे सुनवामसो ममराति यतो निदहाति वेदः स नः परुषदति दुर्गाणि विश्वानावेव सिन्धुं दुरिताद्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु दुष्टाम् दुर्गां देवीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसितरसे नमः अग्ने त्वं पारयानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा भूश्च पृथ्वी बहुलान उर्वी भवातोकायतनयाय शय्योः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेदः सिन्धुन्ननाव दुरिताधिपर्षि अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृह्णालोऽस्माकं बोध्यभिता तनूनां पृतनाजितगुं सहमानमुग्रमग्निगुं हुवेम परमात् सदस्तात् स नः पर्ष विशदति दुर्गाणि विश्वाक्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितार्यग्निः प्रत्नोषिकमीयो अध्वरेषु सनाचहोदानव्यश्च सत्सि स्वाञ्जाग्ने तनुवं पित्रयस्वास्मभ्यं च सौभगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजो निषिक्तं तवेद्रविष्णोरनुसञ्चरेम नाकस्य पृष्ठमभिसंवसानो वैष्णवी लोक इह मादयन्ता कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गे प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of beloved Bhagavan. Revered elders, brothers and sisters, Sai Ram to everybody. On behalf of the organizing committee, I'm pleased to welcome you all to the Ladies' Day celebrations 2022. I extend a special warm welcome to the chief guest of this morning, Srimati Tejaswini Anant Kumar. November 19th is marked in the calendar of every member of the Sai family. Indeed, it is remarkable that the avatar of the age, Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, thought of setting aside this day, 19th November, at the commencement of his birthday celebrations, to allow women from all over the world to gather at his divine lotus feet to offer their unified adoration and devotion. Way back in the 1960s, Bhagwan, in one of his discourses, had declared that no country can prosper without the upliftment of its women. Hence, in his divine educational mission, he started first a college for women in 1968. As we look back, we realize that there was an unfolding of this divine plan, but we were unaware of it then. Very recently, at the G20 summit at Bali, our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, mentioned in his acceptance speech when taking over the presidency of the G20 that there is a need to focus on women-led development. In fact, what is interesting, in a way astonishing, is that this message was not from a leader of one of the Western countries. It was from India, which, even in ancient times, gave equal opportunities and respect to women. Bhagwan has often spoken of Maitreyi and the great Gargi, who challenged the sage Yagnavalkya to a debate in the court of King Janak. At the same time, let us be honest, even while Bhagwan, in all his graciousness, placed woman on a high pedestal, saying that she is the guardian of a country's culture. He also pointed out her shortcomings, our pettiness, our jealous nature, and so on. Why did our Divine Master do that? He cautioned us because when the guardians of a nation's culture become weak, the nation collapses. So today, Ladies' Day, is a celebration of the power and talent of women who, as a mother, molds the life and character of children and thereby writes the future of a nation. At the same time, as we celebrate this occasion, we need to remember our responsibilities. If a woman does not ensure in herself a strong moral character, the whole fabric of society gets adversely affected. That is why Bhagwan used to say, don't get blinded by other cultures. Don't ape other cultures. Understand the value and greatness of your own culture. Don't go behind flimsy worldly pursuits. If we do that, as women, we lose our dignity and self-respect. So, today is a day that we can really feel proud of ourselves. But it is also a day of introspection, of reminding ourselves of the important role that we as women play in shaping the destiny of nations. Let us reaffirm our faith in the teachings of dearest Bhagwan and rededicate ourselves in his service. Bhagwan knew that a handful of women of strong character can shake the world. Let us become the kind of women that Bhagwan wanted us to be. Humble yet confident. Gentle but firm. Compassionate yet strong. And proud without being arrogant. Let us all strive to make Bhagwan proud by being those kind of women. Jai Sai Ram. I have the pleasant duty of introducing the chief guest of the day, Srimati Tejaswini Anantkumar. Srimati Tejaswini Anantkumar completed her BE in Electronics and Communication with distinction from BVB College of Engineering and Technology, Hubli. She is also the recipient of the award of a doctorate from Kittur Rani Channamma University, Bangevi, in the field of social work and innovation. Srimati Tejaswini Anant Kumar started her career as a lecturer in a couple of colleges of engineering, but she later worked as a software engineer at Shrujana Technologies, Bengaluru. From 1993 to 97, she worked as a scientist at the ADA, Aeronautical Development Agency, where she worked for the Light Combat Aircraft, LCA Tejas project in the Independent Verification and Validation Department. ADA was then headed by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. At present, Srimati Tejaswini is the chairperson of Adamya Chetana, Srimati Girija Shastri Memorial Trust. She is also serving on the board of trustees in Sri Shankara Cancer Foundation, a not-for-profit organization that provides comprehensive cancer treatment. In fact, I should say that Srimati Tejaswini Anant Kumar has an impressive record. She is the founder and managing trustee of Adamya Chetana Foundation. She is also founder and trustee of Anant Kumar Foundation. She is the trustee of Shankara Cancer Hospital. She is a member of the Expert Appraisal Committee, Industry 1, Government of India. She is on the board of directors, Institute of Forest Management, Bhopal, and vice president of Bharatiya Janata Party, Karnataka. Today, we celebrate her presence because she is a very active social worker. Adamya Chetana was founded in 1997 as a tribute to the indomitable spirit of Srimati Girija Shastri, mother of late Sri Anant Kumar. Adamya Chetana works towards positively impacting the Anna, Akshara, and Arogya, that is, the nourishment, learning, and health of thousands of underprivileged children. As an NGO, Adamya Chetana feeds nearly 2 lakh underprivileged school children with government support every day. The hot, nutritious midday meal is cooked at 4 central kitchens at Bengaluru, Hubballi, Kalaburgi in Karnataka, and Jodhpur in Rajasthan. With an innovative and path-breaking approach, Adamya Chetana's midday meal program has become a role model for other midday meal providers across the country. 2 major achievements of the midday meal kitchen of Bengaluru are zero garbage kitchen, and second, the fuel used for cooking is fossil-free. There is no diesel, there is no LPG, it is 100% biofuel. In other words, Adamya Chetana has gained expertise in cooking for large numbers with zero garbage and the use of no fossil fuels. Srimati Tejaswini has several educational initiatives to her credit. She runs a monthly magazine for children, Chinnara Chetana, a one-of-its-kind wall magazines for young children carrying informative articles about environment, science, and culture. It is distributed to over 1,000 schools across Karnataka. She also runs a nature science internship program in collaboration with the Indian Institute of Science, a workshop for high school children on topics of ecology and environment conservation. Also, a unique mobile resource facility called Atapata that carries teaching material to 30 schools and benefits 8,000 children per year. Adamya Chetana has also set up a plate bank from where one can borrow steel plates, cups, and spoons free of cost for various events. This service substantially reduces the garbage created during any public gatherings. Then there is Green Bengaluru 1:1, a citizen initiative to improve the tree cover of Bengaluru city. Every Sunday, mind you, every Sunday, tree planting drives are conducted in different parts of the city. Eco Chetana green lifestyle exhibitions are conducted a few times every year to provide a platform for the sale of eco-friendly products and services, along with awareness programs regarding alternatives to battle environmental issues. During the COVID pandemic, Adamya Chetana was engaged in extensive relief activities. As part of its rural development initiatives, Adamya Chetana has undertaken a project called Subhiksha Gram to create ecologically and economically sustainable villages. Subhiksha Gram has constructed toilets and gobar gas plants, check dams to control soil erosion and for rainwater harvesting, conducted tree plantation drives, and helped to set up a cooperative bank in order to free the villagers from the clutches of money lenders. Another interesting project is the Gau Chetana project, which facilitates rural women to buy cows in a simplified loan credit mechanism. Over 100 women benefited from this and now have a source of income and livelihood. I would like to mention as I conclude that this is a brief resume of Srimati Tejaswini Anantkumar. If I were to give a detailed introduction to her, it would run 2 pages. Being a woman, that she has such multifaceted achievements to her name, I'm sure you will all agree, is highly commendable. In short, Srimati Tejaswini is an inspiring role model to all of us women to use our talent and resources for the benefit of society. I now invite Srimati Tejaswini Anantkumar to the dais to address the gathering this sacred morning. Please welcome Srimati Tejaswini Anantkumar.
My salutes to the divine feet of Shri Satya Sai Baba Bhagavan. Respected all the elders, respected brothers and sisters, young students. It is my privilege to be here with you with the blessings of Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba. And I am here today, especially on a Ladies' Day program. And I am so happy, proud to see all of you, such a young, confident women today. And I could see the little performance of our students, college students here. Really, we have our big salutes to Shri Bhagavan Sai Baba for creating such a wonderful environment, such a peaceful environment here. And we are from Deva Bhumi. Our India is a Deva Bhumi where we have witnessed Bhagavan Sri Ram, Sri Krishna Bhagavan. We have seen so many great people, Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, Sri Basavanna. And we all are really fortunate that Sai Baba has took in avatar in a physical form, and we could see him. We have heard him, and he's not there physically today with us, but I can see him in each one of all of you, the work that you are doing. I was reading the annual report yesterday. And I can see the wonderful work that he has laid that path, and you people have continued. So he is there with us in the form of that intrinsic strength, which is there in all the students, elders, and my salutes to all of you for being part of such a wonderful, unique work that is happening in the field of the service to the humankind. And it's the socio-care, medicare, educare. These are the three pillars through which with love I think that is the biggest tool that Swamiji has shown us. That is the way, and through that we can create one of the best hospitals of the world. He has shown he can create best school, best education institution of the world. At the same time, we have been able to maintain that great culture of this country. We always, in our Subhashita, we have all read Paropakararthi vahanti nadyaha Paropakarartham duhanti gavaha Paropakarartham phalanti vrukshaha Paropakarartham idam shariram. So it is because of Paropakarartha, all the rivers that are flow. See, the rivers are the lifeline of all of us, all the living beings. It is they flow always because of to support others. Paropakararthe duhanti gavaha. The cows give milk for others. It never drinks any milk for itself. It is always the whole, the life of a cow is always, we compare it with the great seva. So the cows, the divine cows, we always pray cow as our god, the goddess, they live for Paropakarartham. And Paropakarartham phalanti vrukshaha. The trees, not only gives fruits to us, but the oxygen, the various things are because of the trees we are here today. That's especially in COVID time, we all realized how important the oxygen is. And of course, we are realizing how important is sinking the carbon that is produced because of our lifestyle today. And the trees play such a very, very important role, because through our Adamya Chaitanya Trust, when we started this Green Sunday program, why every Sunday morning we go out somewhere, started planting trees. It is some interesting number that influenced our organization Adamya Chaitanya. We all know trees give us fruits, tree give us oxygen. But when we came to know those numbers, we all know we need oxygen. Especially at COVID period, we realized how important is oxygen, how important is our breath. And but we were never told that how much oxygen is required, how much a tree gives. When we came across this number, we all should know each tree gives 100 kg of oxygen per year. On an average, it is 103 kg. We can take it as 100 kg per year. And what is our requirement? Our requirement is 700 kg per year. So it means we need 7 trees just for our oxygen requirement. Just for breathing, we need 7 trees. And of course, we use trees for so many other things, from furniture to paper to, unfortunately, even to wipe our hands, paper napkins again come from the very trees. Many a times we say even the paper glass, the paper plates also, we call it as eco-friendly, unfortunately, but again it is made from trees. We just use it and throw. I have not considered the account of all that other uses of trees. Only for breathing we need 7 trees. The very country which we always said, Vande Mataram, Sasya Shamalam Mataram Vande. So this country had the highest tree cover in the world. And today, if I tell you the ratio, we stand 120th rank. People to tree ratio has come down so badly. Of course, we need development, we need trains, we need highways, and in the run of doing all those things, in the run of development, somewhere we have cut so many trees on one side. You know the way population is growing in our country. So the country which was almost in top 3, top 4, today we are at 120th rank. That is the people to human ratio. And what was the required thing just for breathing is 1:7. To tell you a number in Bangalore with a population of 1 crore plus, the tree count in Bangalore, which was done in a scientific manner by Indian Institute of Science, the tree count is 15 lakh, population is 1 crore. So the requirement is 1:7. The reality in many cities, that way Bangalore comparatively is a green city. The reality is the ratio is more than reverse. So in Bangalore itself we have 1 tree for 7 people. So when we looked at this number, the target is quite high. Target for Bangalore itself is 7 crore. There is no place. Where do we plant? How do we water? There are so many challenges. But we thought, let's start contributing at least once in 7 days. Let's go out. It is entirely driven by volunteers because we know we all have a holiday on Sunday, especially the youngsters, even elders used to get up late on Sunday and just pass time. But instead, let's understand the need and also do our bit was the thought of Sri Anant Kumarji, who is the founder of Adamya Chetana and who always motivated us to get into works that are useful for the society, for Anna, food, Akshara and Arogya. So that's how our Green Sunday program started. We started with some 10 trees per Sunday. Today, some 2 Sundays back, we planted 600 trees in 2 hours. Because the volunteer... It is that learning of last 7-8 years. We have not missed one Sunday and also learned these simple things. Then now we realize planting 600 trees when we have a strength of volunteers, some 400, especially youngsters were in big numbers, some 400, 450 people were there. We could plant 600 trees in 1.5 hours. It is possible. And involving ourselves into various green activities is one, I keep saying it everywhere, even today is such a big, huge program. It's a very small thing, but I would like to mention about it because any of our services to the society, we need not have to go out, organize mega program. If we can, it's wonderful. And the first step is especially for women, we all start our day in the morning, of course, after our prayers, when we go to make coffee or tea, we open the plastic milk cover, right? So the day starts by opening a plastic cover, milk cover. And if we separate it, if we cut it in the corner, separate the piece, just imagine in a city like Bangalore or Mumbai, some 50 lakh milk packets are getting opened. So in Bangalore, KMF itself, the Karnataka Milk Federation director was saying every day they sell 30 lakh milk and curd packets. And if we cut that milk packet, separating the corner piece, some 30 lakh small corners get into where? Get into the dustbin. That small pieces cannot be separated. If you can't separate the small piece, it's very difficult to segregate. And they get into water, they get into soil. And unfortunately today, many research papers are showing that we are getting that small microplastic back into our food through our vegetables, through water, through air. So we are actually started fine particles of plastic into our, it's coming back to us through our breath, through our food. So what can we do? It looks like such a huge problem, every day some 50 lakh from one place per day. And imagine what could be the number in whole of the country, what could be in the whole of the world. One simple, of course, getting away from plastic, not using plastic for all these things is one thing which is not in our hands. But what is in our hands, a small change is, instead of separating the piece, if you cut that plastic cover without separating, instead of cutting it from the corner, cut it straight. The small piece doesn't get separated. You still take out the milk and do coffee, tea, whatever you want. But if you don't separate that small piece, that bigger plastic can be recycled. We have so many ways of recycling bigger plastic. That small contribution of ours, the way we change our small works, is looking at those smaller details, can save some crores of small pieces getting into dustbin. It starts from there to the clothes, what we wear, whatever, so many things. If we start looking at those small things, we can really bring in a change at an individual level. Together, if we start part of the great seva activities, because I am here not to give my speech or lecture. I am here to understand, learn. I am here as a student to understand and learn the greatest seva about your organizations. With Bhagavan, Satya Sai Baba has laid such a great foundation. And when I look at the way the volunteers, they serve with such a kindness, with love, and the way the hospitals are maintained, the way institutions are maintained, I have seen it in Bangalore, in so many places. One side, best of best technology is there. On the other side, the cleanliness, hygiene, and the kindness is there. And that's what I think every seva organization have to learn, that finally, especially for Devabhoomi India, is been, that too on a Women's Day, on a Ladies' Day, I have to mention this. The journey of women in India has been something marvelous. Many a times, because of lack of awareness or because of lack of confidence, many a times we don't speak about the greatness of our culture, the journey of women. If you look at the time of Vedas, because I'm so happy that the Veda chanting happened today, and when we look at the Vedas, which we don't know when was it founded. The Vedas was, they say it's written by the God himself. Must be 50,000 or 1 lakh years, we really don't know. And the women have one of the biggest role to play in Veda, like our earlier madam was talking about Gargi, Maitreyi. They were mathematicians, they were astronomers, and the journey continued. There was no debate of women empowerment in Ramayana or even in Mahabharata, Ramayana, in earlier so many Puranas. There is I have not seen any heard or looked at any debate of women empowerment and all those things. Only after Mughals invaded India, it is the Mughals and the British and the Portuguese, when that invasion happened, I think always the women became the sufferers, the first affected. And those 1,000-year period, that has actually somehow impacted the life of a women in a big way. But later again, our women have come back. When you look at the education, in medicine, wherever you go, in many of the programs, I keep visiting the schools, because through Adamya Chetana itself in Bangalore, we serve around 250 schools. And in Jodhpur, some 230 schools. All put together, around 1,000 schools are covered under midday meal program. So many of these programs, when I see, typically the top 10 ranks, out of top 10 ranks, some 8, 9 are taken. Sometimes all the 10 ranks are taken by women. We have seen it. I think they need a big applaud. We really, in education field, that too last 20, 30 years, whether it is engineering, medicine, girls are there and really contributing, not just being there as numbers, but contributing in a big way. Even when we look at the voting in a democracy, in countries like Britain, which is supposed to be one of the first country in the world to implement democracy, and they started voting for women in 1920 or something. But in India, where some 800, 900 years back, Akka Mahadevi was one of the member of parliament in Basavanna's, Santa Basavanna's Anubhava Mantapa. It is Bhagwan Swamiji started the girls' college long back. And in India, when I had to tell you one more instance, see, there are so many educated women, we all know it. Some 4 years back, India sent its vehicle to Mars. You must be knowing the Chandrayaan project. No, India is the first country, on its first attempt, we reached Mars, and the cost of reaching the Mars is less than the cost of an auto rickshaw. And that is the capability of Indian scientists. And that time, you must be wondering, why am I talking about capability of Indian scientists? Is because that time on a TV we saw women wearing saris like me, and they were all seen. What are these women doing? Then when we found out, these are the women scientists, those who have contributed for our space and aviation. And Adamya Chaitana wanted to felicitate these. I also am so proud member of one of the organizations run by Government of India, Ministry of Defense. I was fortunate to work with Dr. Abdul Kalam. I thought they must be around 20-25. So I thought we'll invite all these 25 senior scientists and felicitate them and let the whole world, whole community know the contribution of women scientists, because very few knew that there are such a big number. And when we started making a list, I will have to tell you, because I have the photograph of all those women. The list went on, we crossed for 25, 50. It is 208 senior scientists E and above. There is when they join as a scientist, they normally join as scientist B. Then they become C, D, E, and F is the last one. So scientists E and F, we could invite 208 women scientists. They are all from one place, that's one Bangalore. And maybe there are so many in Hyderabad, so many in other places also. All the 208 scientists came, and that's where we showed that women as mothers have played such a wonderful role, because there's only one culture in the whole world which has survived. Even today we say, Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. We say it is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is a family for us. We always say it is not just for me, it is for the happiness of everybody. That is Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. So that greatest culture, if at all the credit has to go to someone for continuing it, it is not just in the museum. There are so many civilizations. It could be a Greek civilization or Mesopotamian civilization. They are all there in the museums. But the one surviving civilization which is there today, alive and vibrant, again thanks to and salutes to Bhagwan Satya Sai Ji for continuing that great culture. And the biggest contribution goes to women of taking forward that great culture. And also for the nature, we always call the mother nature, nature as the goddess. And for in our country, energy is a goddess, nature is a goddess. And now it is the role of women to appreciate both the great nature what we have. We have so many wonderful things in the nature, like even today I was talking about the oxygen that is given by a tree, and we produce so much of carbon, every time when we travel in a bus or a car or a aircraft or a two-wheeler, we generate so much of pollution. There is a carbon. the requirement oxygen, and also who will have to sink this carbon. And again, it is the trees which are sinking this carbon. Recent in the International Conference on Climate Change, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji had assured the whole world that India will reduce its usage of fossil fuel by 50% by 2030. So year 2030 we will reduce our usage of fossil fuel. What is fossil fuel? It is the petroleum fuel what we are using, which is again a non-renewable. So we have to go for renewable energy which is not harmful to Mother Earth. The petroleum fuel, the petrol, diesel, LPG, what we are using is creating lot of harm to Mother Earth. We have to dig 3,000 meters of holes, take it, bring it here, again use some more fossil fuel to bringing it to the place where we use. Instead, what can be the alternatives? We need to explore. We tried it in Adamya Chetana. I'll take another 2-3 minutes to conclude. In Adamya Chetana, as you know, we every day we do cooking for around 2 lakh people. Out of that, 1,75,000 school-going children, another 25,000 needy people. It is again the Annapurneshwari's blessings. We are able to sustain it since last 20 years now. We would have covered more than 50 crore meals preparation in last 20 years. So the organization, which is again inspired by my mother-in-law, another woman, Srimati Girija Shastri. We started with 10,000 people. With God's grace, the numbers increased. And when we started in Jodhpur, Jodhpur is in one of the remote places, it's in Rajasthan. It's another woman, Srimati Vasundhara Rajesh, she influenced us in starting she said, why don't you come to North India, come to Rajasthan, start a Seva project. And a journalist asked me, is it not difficult for you to start, as a woman, is it not difficult for you to start a program that too wherein you have to cook every day, you have to make sure that all the things are available, vegetables, the required grocery, cooking, and sending it to schools is another big challenge. There is a school, the name of the school itself, Oont Ki Ghati. So Oont Ki Ghati is only Oont. The camel can reach there, not even the vehicles. Either you have to walk or take the food on camels, this thing. So how do we, as a woman, is it not difficult to do all these things, was the question asked by a media. I told him, because I am a woman, I am able to do this food making and food serving activity. Probably if I would have been a man, I don't know whether I would be able to do this seva work. That is I always feel that is the biggest advantage as a woman. The patience comes to us through our genes, helping others, serving has come to us in our genes. We need to look at it. It is the women who have to look at within ourselves, see our strength, and also as a woman, and also my request to men is, today women are not asking for any extra facilities or extra preference. Give them what they deserve. And if we can just make sure that their merit and their work has been rewarded in the right way, that's enough. That is the second one. And the first one is looking at the intrinsic strength of each one of us. Second one is the society, both men and women have to give what they deserve as per their merit. Third thing is the atrocities. Only because she is a woman, there are so many things which the bad things are happening in the society. They have to be fully stopped. We have to look at how we stop it fully. And if these three things are done, I am sure sky is the limit. And no woman works for herself. No woman does any work only for the benefit of herself or her family. When a woman really does and goes out to do work, it is for the society, for everyone. And I think now society has to recognize this. Women themselves have to recognize this power. And then I am happy to share with you in Adamya Chetana, the biggest number of volunteers are women. Because I always tell, see, we have nice thing that men have given is they always taken the responsibility of the running the house on their shoulders. In majority, except in some special cases, in majority households, it is not necessary that women have to bring in some money end of the month and make sure that the house runs. So that's the one biggest advantage where women can take out time other than just the commercial work. Second one is today, thanks to so many kitchen equipments back at home, so our time is saved. It is not necessary that we have to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning and do the cooking. So the cooking can be done in 1 or 2 hours itself, and devote our work for the society. We have given the best of the best education. That education, the time what we get, and the great opportunity wherein we can do something for the society, for not just the family, for the looking at the whole world as a family. And one of the best things is you are all associated with one of the greatest institutions of the world, and we have that divine blessings of Sri Satya Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba, and I feel proud and privileged to be here with all of you today and witness such a wonderful program. I thank all the organizers for inviting me. Thank you.
I now pray to beloved Bhagwan to bless us with his divine message.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
embodiments of love.
తల్లి ఒడియే ప్రతి మానవునకును ప్రధాన బడి.
Mother is the school for all children.
తల్లి ఒడియే ప్రతి మానవునికి ప్రథమ గుడి.
Mother it is who is the living temple for all mankind.
తల్లియే ప్రతి మానవునికి ప్రధాన ధనము.
It is mother who is the primary wealth for all mankind.
ఇటువంటి తల్లి యొక్క తత్వాన్ని గుర్తించి వర్తించటం ప్రతి మానవుని కర్తవ్యం.
It is the duty of every individual to know the essence of motherhood.
తల్లికి మించిన దైవం లేదు.
There is no God other than the mother.
ఇటువంటి దైవత్వమును ధనత్వమును విశ్వసించక కేవలము ధనాపేక్షతే, సంపదాపేక్షతే, ఐశ్వర్య ఆపేక్షతే మానవుడు అనేక విధములైనటువంటి కార్యములకు కంకణం కట్టుకుంటున్నాడు.
Man goes on performing meaningless actions without being conscious of the fact that mother is a goddess, mother is wealth, and mother is everything.
కనుక తల్లి స్థానం అనేటువంటిది ప్రధానమైనటువంటిది మానవత్వమునకు.
So the status of a mother is the most important thing among mankind.
తల్లి తండ్రి ఉపాధి భేదములే తప్ప దివ్యత్వమైనటువంటి మానవత్వమును ఎట్టి భేదం కూడా ఉండదు.
Mother and father are the reflection of the divinity.
ఆడవారికి ఒక మానవత్వమని, మగవారికి మరొక మానవత్వమని ఇందులో విభజించటకు వీలు కాదు.
We cannot say that mother is a separate human being and the father is a separate human being.
మానవత్వమనగా కేవలం మనము ప్రత్యేకించి శ్రమపడి సంపాదించేటువంటి యొక్క ఫలితము కాదు.
To attain what is called manhood is not something which we have to strive for so much.
దివ్యత్వమే నిజ మానవత్వం.
Divinity is true manhood.
మానవుడు ఒక సామాన్యమైనటువంటి ఒక వస్తువును సంపాదించాలంటే అనేక శ్రమలకు వచ్చి అనేక త్యాగములు కూడా చేస్తూ ఉంటాడు.
Man, if he wants to attain something, he strives very hard and even makes sacrifices.
అనిత్య అశాశ్వత అసత్యమైనటువంటి యొక్క పదార్థము యొక్క దీనికే మానవుడు ఇంత త్యాగం చేయుచుండగా అన్ని లాభముల కంటే అధిక లాభమైనటువంటి ఆత్మాలాభమునకు మానవుడు ఏం త్యాగం చేస్తున్నాడు?
For things that are transient, for things that are untrue, if man is putting in so much of effort, what effort should he put in to gain that thing which is above all, that is Atma?
నిజముగా మానవుని విభజించినప్పుడు రెండు భాగములుగా తయారవుతున్నాడు.
If we analyze man, there are two aspects in him.
ఒకటి దేహము, రెండవది ఆత్మ.
One is the body, the other thing is the Atma.
ఆకలి, దప్పి, నిద్ర, శ్రమ ఇత్యాది గుణములు దేహము నుండి పుట్టుచున్నవి.
Hunger, thirst, sleep and tiresomeness comes out of the body.
త్యాగము, సత్యము, సహనము, సానుభూతి, ప్రేమ ఇత్యాది గుణములు ఆత్మ నుండి ఆవిర్భవిస్తున్నాయి.
From the Atma, the virtues of Sathya, Shanti and the other virtues of fortitude come from the Atma.
నిజముగా దీనిని విచారించిన దేహము మానవుడు కాదు.
If one has to analyze, the body is not the Atma.
ఆకారమును ఆధారము చేసుకొని మానవుడిగా భ్రమిస్తూ ఉన్నాడు.
We are just thinking of the form and we are under the illusion that this is man.
ఈ దేహములకు ఎట్టి గుణములు, ఎట్టి పరిణామములు ఉన్నవు, పశుపక్షి మృగాదుల యొక్క దేహములకు కూడాను అట్టి పరిణామములు కూడా ఉంటున్నవి.
What qualities or change is there for man, it is there even for the birds and the beasts.
ఆహార, నిద్ర, భయ, మైథునాదులు పశుపక్షి మృగాదులకు మానవునకు సమానమే.
Birds and beasts have also this thirst, hunger, sleep and fear in common with man.
డబ్బు చెల్లించినదే అంగటిలోని పదార్థం మన హస్తమునకు చేరదు.
If we do not pay for anything in the shop, we do not get the thing.
అదే విధముగానే ఒకదానిని త్యాగము చేయక మరొక పదార్థం మనకు లభించదు.
Unless we sacrifice something, we cannot obtain another thing.
కనుక దేహము నుండి ఆవిర్భవించినటువంటి దుర్గుణములను మనం త్యాగం చేసినప్పుడే ఆత్మ నుండి ఆవిర్భవించేటువంటి యొక్క సద్గుణములు మనకు అలవడతాయి.
If only we are able to give up and shed the bad qualities which belong to the body, it's only then the virtues of the Atma we can foster.
మానవత్వం లేని దైవభక్తి, నైతిక ప్రవర్తన లేని దేశభక్తి ఇవి రెండు కూడాను అర్థం లేనటువంటి మార్గములు.
Not realizing the divinity in manhood, it's useless. Or loving one's nation without ethics also is useless.
కనుక మానవత్వంతో కూడినటువంటి దైవభక్తియే నిజమైనటువంటి దివ్యత్వంగా రూపొందుతుంది.
It's manhood combined with love for God, it is real manhood.
ఇలాంటి మానవత్వము స్త్రీ పురుషులందు సమత్వంగానే ఉంటుండాలి.
This quality of being a human being is common to both man and woman.
నాటిన మొక్క అభివృద్ధి కావాలనన్నా దానికి సరి అయినటువంటి వేళ వేళకు నీరు పోసి, దానికి సకాలంలో ఎరువులు వేసి, దాన్ని సంరక్షించుకునేటువంటి కంచెలు కట్టినప్పుడే ఇది వృక్షమై మనము ఆశించినటువంటి ఫలపుష్పములను అందిస్తుంది.
It's when you plant a small sapling, only when we water it and we give it manure and we build a fence around it, it's only then it grows into a tree and bears fruit.
విత్తనము వృక్షమై ఫలపుష్పములను అందించవలనన్నా విత్తనము మొదలు ఏమవుతుంది?
It's only when we sow the seed first, then only it grows, bears blossoms and fruits.
తాను మట్టిలో తన రూపమును నాశనం చేసుకున్నప్పుడే అది మొక్కగా బయలుదేరుతుంది.
It's when the seed completely dissolves its identity in the mud that it becomes a plant.
అదే విధముగానే ఈ మానవత్వం యొక్క ఆకారమైన దేహతత్వాన్ని కొంతవరకు మనం మర్చినప్పుడే ఇందులో ఉన్న దివ్యత్వం అనేటువంటిది మనకు అభివృద్ధి నొందుతుంది.
In the same way, if man forgets that he is the body, it's only then he can realize his divinity.
అందులో స్త్రీల యందు మరింత పవిత్రమైనటువంటి స్థానమును మనం పోషించుకోవాలి.
Especially in women, we will have to cultivate greater purity.
కారణం ఏమనగా దేశమునకు భారతోద్ధారకులు కావాల్సినటువంటి యొక్క పుత్ర రత్నాలను ఈ తల్లి యొక్క గర్భము ద్వారానే ఆవిర్భవించాలి.
The reason being that tomorrow in Bharat, those sons, illustrious sons, have to be born through the women.
స్త్రీల యందు భగవద్గీత యందు చెప్పినట్టుగా 7 శక్తులు ఉంటున్నవి.
Bhagavad Gita has told us there is tremendous power in women.
పురుషుని యందు 3 శక్తులు మాత్రమే ఉంటున్నది.
In man there are only 3 types of power.
కనుక శక్తులకు తగినట్టుగా ఈ యొక్క వ్యక్తులు ప్రవర్తించుటకు పూనుకోవాలి.
So an individual should conduct himself according to the innate power within.
సత్య, త్యాగ, శాంతి, సుఖములు ఈ విధమైనటువంటి గుణములతో ఈ స్త్రీలు వర్ధిల్లుతూ ఉంటారు.
The women have the qualities of truth, of sacrifice and peace.
స్త్రీలు నిరంతరము కూడాను కాలము యొక్క పరిణామమును, పవిత్రత యొక్క కాంతిని తాము ఆశిస్తూ ఉంటారు.
Women always desire that there should be prosperity.
అర్జునులకు సుభద్రకు ఉండినటువంటి తేడా మీకు అనేక పర్యాయాలు చెప్పాను.
I've told you many a time the difference and Subhadra.
అభిమన్యుడు మరణించిన సమయంలో అర్జునుడు విలపించినటువంటి మార్గము, సుభద్ర విలపించినటువంటి మార్గములో ఈ యొక్క తేడా మనకు చక్కగా అర్థమవుతుంది.
The difference between the two of them we can see when both of them grieved over the death of Abhimanyu.
తండ్రి నిరంతరము పుత్రవాత్సల్యం చేత, దేహ భ్రాంతి చేత తమ యొక్క భవిష్యత్తు యొక్క అభివృద్ధి కోసమై పాటుపడుతుంటాడు.
Father, being attached more to the body and to the later prosperity, he suffers under this illusion.
కనుకనే తండ్రి అయినటువంటి అర్జునుడు విలపించేటువంటి యొక్క విధానాన్ని మీరు కొంత విచారించాలి.
You will have to see how Arjuna grieves over his son.
ఘన భుజశాలి ధైర్యఖని కమ్మని ముద్దుల మూటగట్టు నా తనయుని చంపుకోసమిటు దాపురమయ్యను పాడు యుద్ధము. ఘన భుజశాలి ధైర్యఖని కమ్మని ముద్దుల మూటగట్టు నా తనయుని చంపుకోసమిటు దాపురమయ్యను పాడు యుద్ధము. ఏమని బ్రతుకంగలాడు అభిమన్యుని బలి ఇచ్చి ఈ గడించిన విజయం వదేల పుత్రులకు దక్కని ఈ రాజ్య సుఖం వదేల కాల్సనా ఈ రాజ్య సుఖంబు కాల్సనా అని విలపించాడు అర్జునుడు.
Arjuna grieved, saying, "What was the use of all this bloody war, which put an end to my son, who was a warrior, who was a hero, who was a very concretization of beauty? I have sacrificed my Abhimanyu. What is it I have won? My son cannot now attain the kingdom. What is the use of all this ravage?"
ఇంకా సుభద్ర విలపించేటువంటి విధానం చూస్తే, మునుపటి రామరాజ్యమున ముద్దుల బిడ్డల చేర్చునట్టి ఏ వనితయు లేకపోయెనట. మునుపటి రామరాజ్యమున ముద్దుల బిడ్డల చేర్చునట్టి ఏ వనితయు లేకపోయెనట. ద్వాపర ధర్మము 4 పాదము చనుతరి బిడ్డలకేర్చునట్టి ఈ విధి విధానము ఏర్పడే. అప్పుడే కనపడజొచ్చుచున్నవి కలికాల సమాగమ గుర్తు.
From the time of Ramarajya coming to the Dwapara Yuga, one understands how the Kali Yuga will come and there will be grief.
కాలమార్పుల ప్రమాణమును తల్లి గుర్తిస్తుంటాడు.
Mother can understand the changes that goes on from age to age.
దేహమార్పుల యొక్క ప్రమాణమును తండ్రి గుర్తిస్తుంటాడు.
Father understands the changes that comes over the body.
నీటి బుడగ వంటి దేహ ప్రమాణమునే తండ్రి ఆశిస్తుంటాడు.
Father only can realize the essence of the body, which is like a water bubble.
అమృతమైనటువంటి యొక్క ఆత్మతత్వమునే తల్లి యోచిస్తుంటాడు.
Mother thinks about the divinity.
కనుక తల్లి ప్రేమ కేవలము ఒక దివ్యమూర్తితో చేరినటువంటిదిగా ఉంటుంటాది.
Therefore, mother's love is something which is combined with divinity.
అట్టి తల్లులుగా తయారు కావటము ఈనాడు అత్యవసరము.
It is imperative today that everybody should become such mothers.
ఉత్తమ భార్యల కంటే ఉత్తమ మాతృమూర్తి తయారు కావటం అత్యవసరం.
Instead of becoming good wives, it's much better to become a good mother.
ఈనాడు లోకములో మంచి భార్య కనిపిస్తుంది కానీ మంచి తల్లి కనిపించాలి.
Today in the world we can see good wives, but we cannot see good mothers.
ఈ గొప్ప భార్య కేవలం భర్తకు మాత్రమే అనుకూలంగా ఉంటాది.
This lady who is a good wife, she will only be useful to her husband.
మంచి హృదయం కలిగినటువంటి యొక్క మాతృమూర్తి దేశమునికి ఒక విధమైన ఆదర్శమూర్తిగా రూపొందుతుంది.
A mother who has got this love in her and she's a good mother, she'll be an illustrious example to the whole world.
ఇది ప్రాచీన కాలము నుండి కూడాను స్త్రీల యందు పవిత్రమైనటువంటి యొక్క మార్గమును అందించటకై అనేక విధములుగా కూడాను నిరూపిస్తూ వచ్చింది శాస్త్రం.
Shastra has set in us examples of how from time immemorial there have been such great women who have been exemplary.
జగత్తులో మొట్టమొదట ఉపాధి భేదముల చేత భార్య భర్తలు, తల్లి కుమారుడు అనేటువంటి భేదములను పాటించవచ్చు.
Maybe in the world we can feel the difference between wife and husband, son and
వీటిని
daughter.
అతిక్రమించడానికి ఏమాత్రము వీలుండదు.
But we cannot go beyond this.
దీన్ని విసర్జించటకు అసలే సాధ్యము కాదు.
We cannot give it up definitely.
కానీ ఆత్మలక్ష్యంతో దేహ లక్ష్యాన్ని కొంతవరకు మనము మార్చడానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంటుంది.
But thinking of the Atma, we'll have to strive at least to some extent to forget the body
జగత్తంతా
consciousness.
కూడాను ఒక వేదిక వంటిది.
The whole world is something like a stage.
ప్రతి వ్యక్తి కూడాను అందులో ఒక పాత్రధారి.
Every individual is taking one role in it.
ప్రతి పాత్రధారి యందు ఉండినటువంటి ఒక దివ్యత్వమే సూత్రధారి.
The person who stages the whole thing is the director.
ఇప్పుడు ఈనాడు సత్య సాయి, కింగ్డమ్ ఆఫ్ మదర్ సాయి విద్యార్థినులు,
Today the students who belong to the kingdom of Mother Sai,
ఉపాధిని భేదమును పట్టి వీరు స్త్రీలు.
maybe because of the external differences, they are
ఈ
young girls.
బాలికలు ఏదో ఒక వార్షికోత్సవ సమయంలోనూ ఒక డ్రామా వీరు ప్రదర్శించవచ్చు.
These young girls may put up a drama on the annual day.
ఈ ప్రదర్శనలో ఒక్క బాలిక మహారాజు మాదిరి, మరొక బాలిక మహారాణి మాదిరి వేషం వేయచ్చు.
Maybe one girl takes the part of a king and the other girl takes the part of the queen.
స్టేజ్ పైన మహారాజు మహారాణిగా ఉన్నారు కానీ యథార్థంగా చూస్తే వీరిద్దరూ గర్ల్సే.
Maybe on the stage they are the king and the queen, but truly they are two girls.
అదే విధంగా ఈ జగత్తంతా కూడాను ఒక గర్ల్స్ కాలేజీ వంటి.
The whole world is something like a girls' college.
ఈ వేదిక పైన ఒక్కొక్కరు ఒక్కొక్క విధమైనటువంటి యొక్క పాటు తీసుకున్నారు.
On the stage, each individual has taken a part.
వారి వారి ఉపాధులను బట్టి వారు తమ తమ దీన్ని యాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు, చర్యలు అనుసరిస్తున్నారు.
According to their part, they act the role.
కానీ లోపల మాత్రము ఇరువురికి ఒకే నిజతత్వము.
But in the hearts of both, there is only one essence.
పంచ, ప్యాంటు, పైజామా, బుష్కోట్లు వేసినంత మాత్రమున వీరు బాలురు కాదు. చీర, జడలు ధరించినంత మాత్రమున వీరు స్త్రీలని కాదు. ఇరువురు కూడాను స్త్రీతత్వమే.
Those who wear the pants, the bush coat and the dhoti are not men, and those who wear the plaid and the sari are not women. The essence in both of them
ఆఖరి
is the
అయితే
same.
ఆడవారు మాత్రమే ఆశిస్తారా, మగవారు ఆశించరా అన్నాన్ని.
Not that only women desire, don't men also desire?
దుఃఖం వస్తే ఆడవారైనా ఏడ్చేది, మగవారు ఏడ్చరా?
When sorrow comes, do only women cry, don't men cry?
కనుక ప్రాకృతమైన సంబంధమైనటువంటి యొక్క సర్వ గుణములు కూడాను ఆడ మగకు సమత్వంగానే ఉంటున్నాయి.
So those things which are attached to the world are same to both men and
ఈ
women.
ఆకలి, దప్పి, నిద్ర, కోపము, తాపము, ఈర్ష్య, అసూయ, డంబము ఇవన్నీ కూడాను బలహీనత యొక్క లక్షణాలు.
Thirst, hunger, jealousy, anger, avarice are all those which belong to weakness.
కనుక ఈ బలహీనతలు ఇరువురు యందు సమత్వంగానే ఉంటున్నాయి కాబట్టి ఇరువురు కూడాను అబలలే.
But this weakness of all these qualities is the same to both man and women. So how can we call man
వీరిని
the
మాత్రమే
stronger?
అబల అని, పురుషుని మాత్రం అబల కాదని చెప్పడానికి వీలు కాదు. జగత్రీతిగా పురుషులను ఉపయోగపెట్టచ్చును కానీ పురుషుడు కూడాను అబలని.
We cannot call only women the weaker sex because man also has these weaknesses. For outward purposes, perhaps he is a man.
కనుక మానవత్వంలో ఉన్నటువంటి యొక్క దివ్యత్వాన్ని స్త్రీ పురుషులు ఇరువురు కూడాను తగిన రీతిగా పోషించుకొని తద్వారా ఈ యొక్క జగత్తునకు తిరిగి సరి అయినటువంటి యొక్క భారతోద్ధారకులుగా తీర్చిదిద్దడానికి పూనుకోవాలని నేను ఆశిస్తున్నాను.
Therefore, both men and women should try to foster and nourish the divinity within them. It's only then that the whole world can
ఈ
prosper.
కాలేజీ విద్యార్థులు, విద్యార్థినీయులు యువకులుగా ఉండటం చేత ఈనాటి నుండి పవిత్ర భావములను వారి హృదయములో అభివృద్ధి పరచుకొని వాటిని ఆచరించుటకు, అనుష్ఠించుటకు, ఇతరులకు అందించుటకు తగినటువంటి యొక్క ఉత్సాహ ప్రోత్సాహంతో ముందంజ వేయాలి.
College students, both girls and boys, should nourish these pure thoughts, put them into action. It's only then they would benefit the world.
వీరు స్త్రీలు అని అలక్ష్యం చేయటం అని కానీ, మేము పురుషులమని అహంకారపడటం కానీ ఇది సరి అయినటువంటిది కాదు.
One should not feel proud that one is a man and a woman should not be neglected.
ఇది అహంకారమునకు కానీ అలక్ష్యమునకు కానీ సరి అయినటువంటి యొక్క తత్వం కాదు.
One should never feel proud or neglect the other one. That's not proper.
ఇరువురు కూడా సమానులే.
Both are equal.
ఈ సమత్వం అనేటువంటి దాంట్లో దివ్యత్వంలోనే సమత్వాన్ని అనుభవించాలి.
There is equality in this divinity. One should realize that.
గిరిధర గోపాల హే గిరిధర గోపాల హే గిరిధర గోపాల గోపాల మాధవ మురహర మధుర మనోహర గిరిధర గోపాల నవనీత చోరా బృందావనం సంచార భక్తోద్ధార బాలగోపాల భక్తోద్ధార బాలగోపాల గిరిధర గోపాల నవనీత చోరా బృందావనం సంచార భక్తోద్ధార బాలగోపాల గిరిధర గోపాల గోపరిపాల గోపీలోలా రాధా హృదయ విహార నందకుమార బృందావన సంచార గిరిధర గోపాల
గోపాల
माता पिता गुरु बंधु सखा हरि। नारायणा हरि नारायणा। नारायणा हरि नारायणा। नारायणा हरि नारायणा। जीवन जीवन सत्य साई साई है जीवन जीवन सत्य साई साई है जीवन जीवन सत्य साई साई है जीवन जीवन सत्य साई साई मेरा जीवन सहारा साई मेरा जीवन सहारा साई मेरा जीवन सहारा साई मेरा जीवन सहारा साई है जीवन जीवन सत्य साई साई है जीवन जीवन सत्य साई तेरे बिना साई सब है अंधेरा 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 पार करो मेरे जीवन नैया 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 शरण लगा लो मेरे साई कन्हैया शरण लगा लो मुझे साई कन्हैया शरण लगा लो मुझे साई कन्हैया शरण लगा लो मुझे साई कन्हैया साई है जीवन जीवन सत्य साई साई है जीवन जीवन सत्य साई साई मेरा जीवन सहारा साई मेरा जीवन सहारा साई है जीवन जीवन सत्य साई साई है जीवन जीवन सत्य साई तेरे बिना साई सब है अंधेरा तेरे बिना साई सब है अंधेरा पार करो मेरे जीवन नैया पार करो मेरे जीवन नैया शरण लगा लो मुझे साई कन्हैया 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 साई है जीवन जीवन सत्य साई दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय 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 साई काली कपालिनी 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 माँ जय जय साई दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय साई परम शिवानी माँ जय जय साई परम शिवानी माँ जय जय साई जय जय साई माँ। ईश्वराम्बा प्रिय तनया, ईश्वराम्बा प्रिय तनया, ईश्वराम्बा प्रिय तनया, ईश्वराम्बा प्रिय तनया। ईशान ईशा श्री साई ईशा, शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। 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 ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे 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 सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।